Aloha, welcome back to part 2 of housing crisis, the housing crisis on Maui, Bill 9. Bill 9 goes to Maui County Council on Monday, June 9th at 10 a.m. Some of the cons we're going to discuss right now to Bill 9. So tax revenue, so those who own these short-term rentals pay a little bit of a higher tax. That goes back into our county. So there's funds that's going to be lost there. For those who rely on that as their income, right? That tourists come and rent their short-term rentals. Now the county is telling them that they cannot. So for instance, the county already told them it's okay for them to own these short-term rentals and to rent it out. And now they've developed their income based off of it. And then now they're being told that the county cannot. So I can see how that's unfair, right? But the other side to that is that there's also 12,000 second houses here in Maui. And now if my understanding is correct, I put the articles all in my link. If my understanding is correct, these are 12,000 second homes to those who do not live here. So the person who owns the second home, they don't even live on Maui. Their second home is on Maui. So it's converting those homes into long-term rentals for locals. So me personally, if I owned the home and the county told me, yeah, I could, do short-term rentals, and then now they're telling me I cannot, of course that would upset me. That affects my livelihood, that affects my income, right? So I can understand the cons, but I think ultimately Bill 9 really should just be a temporary fix, because it really is, it's just a Band-Aid. It is going to provide, I forget the number exactly, I want to say over 6,000 houses, and it's going to put it back into the long-term housing. Now, there's also the argument that locals aren't going to want to move there. I think the reality is there is no options, period. We don't have choices, period. So this is going to open that floodgate and give us choices. Now, still there's an underlying problem, which the underlying problem is we still have permanent housing problems, and that needs to be addressed. I addressed how I think it should be done in part 1. Go ahead and watch that. If I'm also understanding correctly, FEMA will match basically the income that is lost to those who need to convert their short-term rentals into long-term rentals. Now, I don't know how long that is available to them. I don't know if that was only available for the last 2 years, because I know my dad who lived in Lahaina, who is displaced, I know that his, they were subsidized. The condo that he was staying in was subsidized. He's still being subsidized. He just got moved to somewhere else. And so I'm not sure how long that goes for, but this is a very layered topic. It's a catch-22, but I do think locals need to be